Good morning and welcome to Transwest Truck Trailer RV in Frederick, Colorado. I'm Brian Ritz. Today we're going to be walking you around a used 2014 Winnebago Navion 24J. So this would be a great unit for those of you who might be interested in RVing but don't want to take the full plunge into a new RV. This would be a great one to kind of learn the ropes on. So we'll walk around the outside first. First thing I want to point out is going to be the huge patio awning. That is going to be a power extend, power retract. Now moving back onto the actual coach itself, this is a full body paint Navion. So that's been an option since 2012. They actually did option it in 2014. It was about a $6,500 option, but what it gives you is a very nice looking coach for a longer period of time. You don't have to worry about your stickers and decals cracking over time. With paint, it just stays the same as long as you take care of it. Also on the exterior, we've got two exterior speakers up top underneath the awning. Those are going to be played off of a radio that is located just inside the door. I'll show it to you as we walk in. In the first compartment, nice big storage. Plenty of rooms for things like folding lawn chairs to use while you're camping. Moving back just a little bit farther, more exterior storage. So this is going to be underneath the bed. Now this right here is a ladder that's going to be used for the interior overhead bunk. So if you needed it, you could just put it inside, store it on top of the bunk, but they do give you an actual place to put it. Also underneath here, we've got our winterization valves. So you got two valves and then a siphon hose so you can suck antifreeze into the system. And then last but not least, we have our fresh tank drain just to get all the water out before we put it away for the winter. Next compartment, we've got a 3600 watt Onan quiet gas generator that is going to be an LP generator. So it's going to run off of your propane tank that is fixed on this motorhome. Behind that, just a little bit of storage. Moving all the way to the back, we've got the fiberglass rear cap. Now up top, we do have a full color HD backup camera that is displayed directly on the dash. Very easy to see when you're sitting in the driver's seat. Freshwater fill for that 32-gallon freshwater tank. And then your 30 amp power cord. Now, I like older Navions because they gave you a separate compartment for your power cord rather than the new ones where it's kind of tucked up into your water bay. Down below, 2-inch receiver with a 5,000 pound towing capacity, as well as a 7-pin connector for your trailer brakes, trailer lights, or tow vehicle lights, just depending on what you're pulling behind you. In the back on the driver's side, very back, we've got our water base. So this is where we're going to find the dump for our gray and black tank. Hot and cold exterior shower, remote water pump switch, and then your city water connection if you have water or water pressure available from a park. Now on the gray and black tank, we do have 12-volt tank heaters to keep you out winter camping just a little bit longer. Forward on the driver's side, we have more storage. And then another very big storage compartment. Now these two are connected, so if you had things like golf clubs or longer stuff, this is the bay that I would be putting them in. So this 2014 Winnebago Navion is built on the Mercedes chassis. It is a 3.0 turbo diesel, which puts out 188 horsepower, 325 foot-pounds of torque. This is a used coach. It does have 47,301 miles on it, so not too bad for a 2014. While we're up front here, the stock number to this unit is 5U211749. Again, 2014 Winnebago Navion 24J, or Itasca Navion, same thing. So now we can head inside. So as we come in, if we look to our left, we're going to see this Jensen head unit. Now that is going to be the radio for the exterior speakers. It's also going to be the radio for the interior speakers. So we've got one up here on this cabinet face, And then one more up above the fridge. So we do have speakers on the interior as well as exterior controlled by that radio. So we'll start in the back today. So we've got a 49-inch wide by 75-inch long corner bed. Plenty of room for 2 people. Up above the bed, 2 really big cabinets. And then at the foot of the bed, we do have a TV on a pivoting arm. And our thermostat to control the heat and AC inside of this motorhome. So on the roof, we do have a 13,500 BTU air conditioning. On the right next to the bed, we've got the bathroom. Nice and big. Plenty of room to jump into the shower. Screen door built in. Now this is a hanging bar, it just pops in and out. But if you want to use your shower as hanging drying storage, you could absolutely do that after doing some laundry. Towel racks on the outside of the shower. Directly in front of the bathroom, we've got the bathroom sink. Kind of nice that they put it on the outside so someone could be here getting ready while someone's showering. We've got 2 110 volt outlets for those hair dryers. Big medicine cabinet up above. And then down below, more storage, great place to keep all your toiletries. In front of that, we've got the Norcold gas or electric fridge. So this can either run off of electricity if you're in a park or propane if you're out boondocking. Directly across from the fridge, nice big hanging wardrobe. Now if it was me, I would add another hanging bar in here because there's plenty of room to have 2 different hanging bars, and then storage on the bottom. Which brings us into the kitchen area. So up top, high point convection microwave. So this is going to double as your oven. Down below, 2 burner gas cooktop, going to pull directly off of the propane that's built into the unit. Really big storage up above the countertop. Now we do have 2 110 volt outlets. That's going to be for these connections over here. So that's going to hook to your main TV. So if you have an exterior satellite hookup at your RV park, you can actually plug in a receiver here and have cable inside of your RV, which would be connected directly to that 27-inch Jensen that's directly above the door. Back to the kitchen, really big drawers for all your pots and pans. And then cabinet underneath. There's also going to be a whole house water filter underneath there, just to keep your drinking water nice and clean. So moving forward, up above the cab, we've got a 75-inch long bed here. So it's a 49 inches wide, 75 inches long. So plenty of room for an adult to sleep. We do have, or that ladder that I was talking about on the outside literally just pops in right here. What I was saying is you could just throw that ladder up on top of here while you're traveling if you needed it, if you were going to be using it. That way you don't have to go outside and get it. And then back behind the cab, really big dinette. This dinette will make into a 42-inch wide by 74-inch long bed once you drop this table down, with nice big cabinets over the top of it. So in this cabinet, we do have all the original manuals from Itasca when this unit was made. Very nice that the previous owners kept it for you. And then we'll talk about the cab just a little bit. So as we drop down into this cab, not a whole lot to see on a 2014. We've got headlight controls over here on the left, as well as our cruise control controls. Like I said earlier, 47,301 miles. HVAC controls, and then the Jensen head unit. So going back to what I said about that full color backup camera, once I put it into reverse, there it is. Good size screen, easy to see. That'll be an AM, FM, or auxiliary in head unit. Here in the middle, we've got a battery boost switch. So if our house battery, or if our chassis battery died, the one that starts the engine, we could actually pull batteries off of the 2 batteries in the back, or pull power off the 2 batteries in the back to make, or to get this engine started in a pinch. We've also got this radio power switch. So if we wanted to have this radio on without having to have the ignition on, you just flip that switch and it will pop on. Also in this cab, we do have the full screen package. So they are built-in privacy screens. They just pull out and then lock in with magnets. And we're gonna have this style screen all the way around this cab, so you don't have to carry the extra privacy screens that you see on some of the older RVs. Oh, just some closing things on this one. We do have 29 gallons of fresh water, 35 gallons of gray water, and 29 gallons of black water. So good water capacity, a lot more than you're going to see in your Class B. One last thing we should look at before we go is going to be your Winnebago One Place. So right here in the middle of the coach, we have we can look at all of the things going on in this coach. So we can turn the water heater on and off, turn the water pump on and off, look at our tank levels in 1/4 increments, battery levels, start and stop that 3600 watt generator, turn on our 1000 watt inverter, holding tank heaters on and off, and then master slide out switch as well as slides in and out. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this slide in before we go, just so you can see what it looks like completely closed up. Okay, so this is as tight as it will ever be. So this is your travel mode. We can still get back into the bathroom, no problem. We can still use the bed, the refrigerator. And this is something I really like about this floor plan. It is very functional, completely closed up. So, and I think that's gonna wrap us up. So again, I'm Brian Moritz with Transwest Truck Trailer RV in Frederick, Colorado. If you have any questions about this 2014 Winnebago Navion 24J, please feel free to give me a call at 303-482-6375. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next week.